Hey, everybody. Can everybody see me and hear me? I see there's 12 of you out there. They're coming through pretty smooth. Went on a few minutes early. I hope this works. 51 of you on there now? Hey, hey, Jane from Texas. Hey, all right. Thanks, Sam. Ohio. Hey, everybody. Hey, Gail. South Carolina. Hey, Lisa. Ooh, everybody. Got 111 of you already. Sandy, I'm so well. I'll wait here till we get some more. Get everybody on. I have a feeling I'm going to be answering the same questions here quite a bit. That was the whole idea with this. So I'm in my room here. This is the view outside my room. That's a lot of light there on the. It's basically the driving range of the golf course here at Abu Dhabi National, which is a pretty nice place. Mr. Wonderful, wow, make me blush, Mary. Oh, well, I've told Benjamin and Bella about this. We'll see if they wake up in time. It's only 12 there in South Carolina now. Let's see if they get up. Southwest Virginia. Lots of Texas, yep. Ireland. Hello, Marie. We got a lot of folks here. Hey, everybody. Well, we got all over the place. Minnesota, Louisiana, Tennessee. Good old Rocky Top. California. What's 8 o'clock in the morning there? Or 9 o'clock? 9 o'clock in the morning in California. Wisconsin, Kentucky, Kansas. Wow. New Braunfels. I don't know where that's at. No, I'm not in quarantine. I just had my 7th COVID test in a month. That just came back negative. So, no, I was in quarantine. When you come into the UAE, before you come to Abu Dhabi, you had to have been in country 14. That was the way I kind of worked around it. So I came over on the 8th of November is when I got here, and I landed, and uh, and I had the COVID test that I'd taken actually it was just outside of 96 hours. Now I talked about the timing and all trying to work the timing out. And I landed and they're like, "Oh, you're outside the 96-hour window." I had to go around and get another test. That made test number 4 in a week's time. And so I went and got that and got the results the next day. So they're negative. So in Dubai, I could walk around, and everybody wears a mask everywhere all the time. Even if you're by yourself outside, you're wearing a mask, or else you get some hefty fines here. So if I stay there for 14 days, was what I did. When I come down to Abu Dhabi, they look and they go, "Okay, well, you've been in country for 14 days. You've got a recent test within 48 hours that you're COVID negative." So I didn't have to wear that GPS armband like you have to if I had flown into Abu Dhabi, I would have had to wear the armband for 14 days and stay in my room the whole time. 14 days, I would have gone crazy. It would have been like Steve McQueen from Papillon, when he's in solitary confinement. So Um, I'm Linda, I'm a C-17 pilot is what I did in the Air Force, and I retired. I came here for a year in 2015. I teach simulator, so it's a full motion simulator. It's up on hydraulic jacks, full motion. It's realistic. We don't do any emergency procedures in the airplane itself. We do them in the simulator, and I'm an instructor. I run the panel and I run everything. And the Emiratis have C-17s. They contracted with Boeing to have people come over. They bought the sim and they contracted for us to come teach. So we've got three pilots, and we're supposed to have two load masters. We're short one, and of course the sim maintenance folks. That's what I'm doing here. So somebody asked earlier if I was going to be home for Christmas. No, I won't be home for Christmas. Um, the For one thing, the guys that I came here to help or to work with haven't been out of the country since before the corona started. So some of them, as soon as the things open up and they can, they're gonna take leave. Means, and we pretty much knew that was going to happen, and I was going to be over here for Christmas. So if we didn't have the corona going on right now, then um, Arlene and the kids probably would have come over for Christmas. But um, Lynn, your grandson's a loadmaster, C-130 loadmaster in Germany. Yeah, he's probably at Ramstein, which is where I was stationed there for 3 years back in 2004 to 7. That's a great place too. That's a great assignment for him. What a great job. Um, Seymour Johnson. Yeah, that's a fighter base. I think they have tankers there too. Thanks, Deborah. I appreciate that. So a lot of people asking, well, hey, you're doing this for your country. I'm retired Air Force. I'm retired, so I'm a civilian contractor, really coming over here to work. So that's why I still have the beard. So I went and got it cut the other day and trimmed. Nobody cuts hair like they do over here, man. It is something. They really, really do it up right. I asked him to cut all the gray ones out, and he he said he didn't have that much time. Oh, thanks, Absolute Justice. I appreciate that. I do like what I do. It's a lot of fun, and it really gets. I like because I like to teach, and it really, teaching these guys from my experience flying the C-17. Uh, yeah, I want to do some Middle Eastern cooking. I got to get me a kitchen. I've got a line on a place, actually, the place that I stayed when I was here in 2015. I'm going to go over there. I'll have a little kitchenette and I'll be able to cook some. And it's funny because I've got a crock pot that I bought when I was over here before. It's still at work where I left it. So I'm going to get my crock pot back and my rice cooker. So dye my beard. You know, I'd be too worried about it running, you know. As we've seen on the news lately, that boy, you don't want to have that happen. Hello, Isabella. Hello, Bella. Are you watching? Sweet girl. My daughter's watching. Hello, Bella. Bella, you got more fans than I do. Oh. Oh, yeah, salt and pepper. Look, that's about right. More salt and pepper. Oh, Bella. Oh, I'll be here. I'm on a year contract, Vero. I'm on a year contract, at least that long. Now, I think that the Ravishing Mrs. Ritter is coming over sometime in the new year, and I have a feeling she's really going to like it over here too. She's been over here before, so she, I think she's really going to like it over here, and so she wants to stay as long as we can stand it. So we started having grandkids now. We've got two kids married. We got one granddaughter. And yeah, you're just here for Bella. Me too. That's why I'm doing this. I was hoping they'd pop up on here. Bella, is Benjamin on there with you too? Or is he still asleep? Oh. Yeah, Bella says she misses doing videos too. Look at that. Yeah, Bella. I sure had a lot of fun doing those with you two and you and Benjamin. And um, it was always just like with my mom. It was always thinking about that, just how it always made my day to make her laugh. And same with Bella. If I can get her to laugh at one of my corny dad jokes, that's a good day. So Bella is home. She they the way her school they sent them home for Thanksgiving, and they're going to do online or whatever classes and take finals from home. So that's kind of what they're going to do. Benjamin and Bella, so they'll be home until January now. So that's good. We keep the ravishing Mrs. Ritter company at home, helping them around the house, right, Bella? Yes. Oh, how does it, Janine? How does it feel to be so loved? I do feel the love with this crowd and everybody and just everything and the support and everything. And I just appreciate it so much. It is nice. It's been a lot of fun and it's been healing for me and helpful for me. And this has certainly been a fun project. I mean, it just keeps going. I do like it. So I spent a lot of time. I was working an hour today looking through comments and going through stuff. And uh, I appreciate that, Stephanie. Thanks. Correct. Bella, what does that mean? Correct. You're going to help her around the house? or that Benjamin's still sleeping? I watched the building. I had the guy that lived near it about the building implosion. Yeah, they blew some buildings up the other day, and he sent a video of it blowing up, and which I think I got here on my. I don't know that that's faux pas or not showing videos, but um, yeah. Uh, I appreciate that, Audrey. I look forward to doing them. Actually, you guys have been helping out, giving me ideas too. So I was thinking about one idea. I was walking through the grocery store the other day, and y'all tell me what you think. Um, and I was looking at some of the stuff they offer for sale in the grocery store. Some of the stuff that you can't get in the States, like date milk. And I was like, oh, that might be kind of a cool video. What would that taste like? And I'll just kind of get some of that stuff and sample some of it for you. I'll test it out for you, let you know. And I'll take orders if you want me to send you some stuff. Camel meat. Oh. The flight uh was 7 hours from it, well, about almost 8 from Atlanta to Paris. And then I went from Paris here to Dubai, and that was about 6.5 to six 3/4 hours. That's long. This is a long day. It's like 24 hours traveling. So somebody asked if we'll ever see Mrs. Ritter. Um, I'm starting to think some of y'all don't think that really I'm not married, but I am. she's like she's like the Yeti. There's legend. Does it really exist? One day, maybe. I told her, oh, that'd be like a million view video if she ever showed up. Uh, yeah, I miss my precious family already, Vera. San Diego, hey, what is date milk? It's not milk that you drink when you're on a date, although you could, but it's milk with infused with dates. So the bottle's yellow. I don't know if the milk's yellow, but dates. There's a lot of dates around here. Dates like not like with girls, because that would be not good. Uh, but dates like from trees, from the dates. And the father of the country, which tomorrow is National Day here in the UAE, which is like their 4th of July. It's the birth of their country. All the Emirates came together, and she's like the wind, Bella. That's right. Oh, Bella, that girl makes me laugh. Um, and he planted a lot of dates around. He was a real big, he loved dates. So there's date palm trees everywhere. And there's a couple out in the by the pool out here at the hotel that they have bags around to keep the birds from eating all the dates, and they're hanging there. They're full of dates right now. So Lawton, Oklahoma. That's one of the best Cracker Barrels. We used to drive over there from Altus all the time. Dates taste like they're sweet, but not too. It's like the consistency is like the inside of a fig Newton, like figs, um, and it's got a big seed in the middle of it. So it's like figs, but a little sweeter. I would say. Um, yeah, so they grow them in Arizona, probably like real hot, dry places. Yeah, dates are good. Um, yeah, Janice, she is an introvert as far as that goes. Although she's personable, but she don't like being on the camera. I think it's. I wonder. I've always because she's like one of those people that like don't like leaving messages on a phone because there's no taking it back. So once you film or take a picture or a video or something, there's no there's no getting rid of it. So um, let's see. Yeah, they're chewy. Yeah, they're kind of chewy. So yeah, I love dates, and they stuff them here too, which I'm looking forward to that. I'm going to do those for you. So I'm going to have some dates that are stuffed with. They'll put like nuts in them too, which is really good. Let's see. Yeah, yeah, I love dates. Um, yeah, don't eat the bad ones like Indiana Jones. Oh, they're good. Let's see. Um, yeah, I'm gonna try to do some Penny. I'm gonna try to do some cooking videos. I want to. Yeah, somebody was asking about camel meat, and I actually did. I made some spaghetti with some camel meat just to try it when I was here before. But I'm gonna try it again because I mean it is different tasting than cow meat. That's for sure. So they eat cow here. They eat camel. Not so much. I mean, but there's a lot of beef and all. But pork is you can't. They have a hard time. They do sell it actually in a lot of grocery stores. They have a there's a room usually in the back. It's the doors are sliding doors are painted black, and they don't advertise it, but it's back there, and they sell pork for Westerners. So there's like 9 million or 10 million people in the UAE, and about three-quarters of them are expats like me over here working. So, um, but I love the UAE. It's a progressive country. Um, if you eat camel meat, you'll grow a hump. Yeah, maybe. Oh, goat. I know you can get lamb. I haven't seen goat and camels. I mean, lamb's pretty get easy to get, and seafood. They got a lot of seafood here. They like the seafood. Um, thanks, Janine. I appreciate that. What do I do on my downtime here? Well, I haven't really. I drive around trying to get my bearings and looking around. I walk around the mall. I went around to the Yaz Mall. There's that island here, Yaz Island, and that's where they have the Formula One race, and this it's pretty built up over there, and nice big mall over there, and all. So I kind of walk around just to get some air. So Pebble Beach, 43. Yeah, it's warm here. It gets up in the mid 80s. It's probably like low 70s at night. The humidity is real low, which is nice. Summertime. In fact, that's what we do walking outside in the summertime. It's like, whew, it's one of those days. It's hot, 110 to 115, and it's humid at night. Really humid. Sarajevo, holy smoke! I've been there. We've been on a mission to Sarajevo. We were over there doing stuff with Bosnia back in the day. Camel does not taste like chicken. It's like beef, but it not taste like it. I've never had reindeer. Um, lamb, yeah, I take it or leave it. I mean, it's tender and all. Let's see what else we got. The virus, it's not too, that's not bad here. I mean, they've got cases. They're being real careful. You walk in any public place, they've got temperature. They take your temperature everywhere you go. Walking in the mall, you have to walk in a certain way. And they have machines set up to take your temperature walking in, and they catch you if you got a fever or anything like that. Um, Big fines if you violate the rules and everything else. But I I guess they've got it under control here. I guess they're talking about they're backing off a little bit. They've actually got the vaccine here, uh, the Chinese vaccine. So a lot of the Air Force guys have had to take that now. So no side effects so far. So if the thing is, if you get the vaccine, then when you travel back into the country, you don't have to be on quarantine for 14 days. So a lot of people are taking it now. Um, Need some plants. I thought about that. I mean, I'm in a hotel, so but there's a lot of green around here. A lot of trees and grass and all. I mean, like I said, the father of the country, Zayed was his name. The Sheikh's name was Zayed. He uh, he was real big into planting that. So Abu Dhabi's real green city, believe it or not. Um, so it is strict. And it's funny. I was just reading that there's been some sore point here with some folks. They realize that the UAE has actually kind of banned uh, immigration from some other Muslim countries, certain ones that, ironically enough, I guess they have really don't have a control over who's coming in. But it's wide open for Israel, which is ironic, isn't it? Yeah, China. I'm not taking the Chinese vaccine. It's available for some. Um, I think I'll wait a little while. Museum visit video. That's a good idea. They actually have a Louvre. Um, is it a franchise? It's a Louvre museum here that they built. They were building it when I was here back in 2015. They finished it a few years ago. So um, let's see. Hello, Alabama. Um, yeah. So I'm a C-17 sim instructor. That's what I'm doing over here. So I'm teaching the Emiratis how to fly the C-17 in a simulator. That's what I do. And they're Emirati. It's their Air Force. It's the Emirates Air Force. So there's U.S. troops there. I think they're at an air base. They operate some out of there. I think they might still be out there, but they have been since the Gulf War. They were here. So countries real pro Western, pro U.S. Um, and I'm not stationed here tomorrow. I'm a contract. I'm on a 1 year contract. So and if I really wanted to, I could leave any time. I just would take it in the shorts monetarily, but uh, I could stay for a year or longer, which is the plan actually. Alberta. Well, sorry, you have to go. Um, yeah, there's no snow here. I think they've had snow like flurries, like once in a blue moon they'll have some snow here. Um, let's see. Yeah, I think everybody's ready for the corona to be done with, move past it, aren't we? Um, I haven't been to any souks, but that'll be a good video too. There are souks around here. Um, Gold Souk is one downtown that I've been wanting to go to, so I'll have to do that. I got a long weekend. I might head out tomorrow, the next day, and get out and um, so uh, it's 9 hours. I'm 9 hours. ahead of you. So it's 9:18 at night. So you can tell it's dark outside. So let's see. Um, I appreciate that, AB. Thanks. Um, yeah, I have started my job. I started a week ago. Yeah, a week ago today, actually. So I've been going and getting back up to speed. It's been 10 months since I've been in the simulator teaching. Well, that was my last trip was to India back in January. So um, let's see. Hmm. A souk is like a local market. It's vendors. They sell things like it's not like a flea market, but it's like another name for market. So vendors and they sell clothes and jewelry and gold and things like that. Yeah, they none of the simulator. They won't let us take cameras in to the simulator. So, of course, that would be a cool one because we could do some cool stuff. But yeah, I'll show more of the city, and I'm going to do more videos around Abu Dhabi. Abu Dhabi is a pretty city, and it's not quite as glitzy, I don't think, as Dubai. Dubai's kind of like Vegas. So, just funny. I was walking to the mall, and I was thinking, well, it's not as seedy as Vegas, but then I'm walking in the mall, and there's those little cards on the ground of, hey, call me, and all these, scantily clad ladies all the ground. I was like, well, that's just like Vegas. Um, no, Jeanette, I won't be home for the holidays, so I'll be. I missed Thanksgiving. Everybody was there at my house, and um, but I won't be home for Christmas. So um, it won't be my first Christmas I've missed. So um, best way to negotiate at a souk. Yeah, that the Arabs are famous for what do they call it? The Arab traders or whatever, the negotiations and bargaining and all of that. So it's like an art form. So I'll do my best. I'll let you know. Gamble. I don't know. They like horse racing and they have camel races a lot on TV. Um, so do they gamble with them? That's a good question. I don't know. I'll have to ask some of the Emirati guys. Um, I haven't seen Elvis. uh, yeah, I've experienced nothing but kindness and friendliness and openness with the Emiratis and everybody. Of course, the ones that I work with at work, they're all great. They appreciate us, training them and making them better. And they've been nothing but good to me and all the time I've been here. So um, yeah, camel race. They're on TV actually quite a bit. They just run in a straight line, and they follow along in the cars next to them. And let me see. I think they're usually on this time of night. I'll see if I can't put them on, but it's crazy watching that. So I mean, um, it's the way they run. It's kind of funny watching it. So um, let's see. Do they eat him if he loses? Probably the really slow ones. Oh, the fast ones, they're strong and that meat's tough. So, uh, yeah, Penny, it's nice here in the UAE. I really like it here. I mean, it's new city, but there's a sense of ancientness to it. So, um, yeah, it's pretty cool. I don't know why this is not cutting on. Anyway, we'll see if I can't find it. Maybe I'll tape it for you or something. Um, What made me love to fly? I think I remember mama would, when I was younger, she used to would get me models of airplanes, and I love putting model airplanes together. And I just thought it was cool. And of course, then Top Gun came out. That's really what did it. You know, Pilots get the girls, I guess. I don't know. Let's see. Have I met anyone I knew before retiring? Yeah, quite a few actually. And it's kind of funny how small the Air Force is sometimes. Most of them do speak English here. All the signs are in English and Arabic. Um, that's kind of because the English were around here from like the 1800s. They were really close ties, and they there was kind of a protectorate of England and one of the colonies or one of the Commonwealth or whatever. But and that's really what spurred them to come together as a nation. Was England got to the point they said, look, we can't afford to watch over you guys anymore and be responsible for your protection. So they came together as a nation, which is funny because like the day before they banded together, the day before the English left, the Iranians took over one of the islands. It was back in 71 or something like that. So it was back with the Shah. Um, it's interesting the history here. So yeah. Yeah, that's a common misconception. You do pay income tax, but over a certain amount. If you make over a certain amount, then back in the U.S. you have to pay taxes. So the year I was here and worked, I did have to pay some tax. I don't pay Emirati tax other than the VAT, which they have now. So there's a value added tax on everything now. So things are a little bit more expensive than they were when I was here last time. But I filled up with gas the other day. It was $1.77 a gallon, which is you'd think it'd be free or 10 cents a gallon. It used to be real low. In fact, when I was here in 2015, the Emiratis were one of the first countries to go, hey, we're going to have to cut subsidies now for gas because we can't afford it because the price of the oil had gone down so much. So it's interesting. Hey, New York. Hey, Tina. Uh, Thank you, Lisa. I appreciate that. Penny, you talking about racers on the camels. People don't ride on them. They have like saddles and they have like little cameras. And I think maybe they have like little microphones or something so that because the cars ride along beside them. So there's a pack of cars riding, following their camel. And I don't know if they're like hollering directions to them or whatever, but they don't have, people don't ride the camel, so it's kind of strange watching it. Um, uh, Joe, I don't know how much it is. I want to say it's like 3 to 5% VAT. I think it is. Um, $1.53 a gallon. Whew. Yeah, it's about the same as the gas there in the U.S. for the most part. Um, I haven't heard anything about the political views, what's going on. I would imagine the Emiratis uh, are going to support anybody that helps them against Iran. I think that's the big bully in this region. That's why all the countries kind of banded together. Um, so that's been the big thing. Let's see. Yeah, that's why I've never been to Saudi Arabia though. So, um, yeah, some people really like camels. I guess they can be sweet, I guess, or they can be mean, just like anybody, I guess. Um, Hello, Canada, Ontario. Hey, Cindy. Um, let's see. I appreciate that. I hope everybody likes videos, and um, I certainly have a lot of fun doing them and doing these and talking with y'all and answering your questions. Um, uh, Yeah, grape tomato girl. Yeah, I got yeah, my two oldest are in the Navy, and Benjamin's going in the Coast Guard. So I was holding out maybe Bella would go Air Force. Bella. Hmm? Yeah, yeah. Nobody rides camels over here or anywhere. Maybe, I mean, like people riding horses in the U.S. I mean, as just a thing. No, they all drive big like cars, and I had a friend of mine that used to say you could always tell the Emiratis, you'd look up in your rearview mirror and usually you saw their top of their hood as they're slamming on brakes, running right up on you, running right up on you. No, that's like the big Nissan patrols and the big cars, and I mean, there's a lot of expensive, nice cars over here. Ferrari, I've seen Ferraris and a bunch. So, and then this year will be different when the Formula One race comes around. It's like insane, all the nice cars driving around. Um, is the TV edited? You know what's funny? I was watching. I was flipping channels the other day, just and then with the that movie 300 came on. Yeah, they're real like in the movies theaters and everything. That's all the little naughty bits in movies they censor out. So there was I remember going to see was it Mad Max Fury Road here in 4D. You ever see a 4D movie where the you're there and you're sitting in the seat and the seat moves and like and then they have air blowing on you when you're driving and smells and water splashing and then all that. It's the 4D movie effect. Mad Max, which I came out of that movie exhausted because that movie was nonstop action, nonstop. But apparently there was like a real kind of like disturbing scene with all kind of like women, breast milk and all this. There wasn't any of that in the movie, and I remember coming out of going, What's the big hubbub?" I mean, I didn't see anything. Well, that part was cut out. I remember Arlene telling me about that, going, "Yeah, that was freaky." Yeah, that stuff they cut out. TV, same thing. Um, so, bye, Penny. Take care. Yeah, yeah. Mad Max 4D. I was exhausted, and you're eating your popcorn and spraying water. It's like, oh, come on. Oh, you'd think it would be cool till you have to. I mean, you almost have to get up, take a break. So, oh. Yeah, it's one thing to go to a theme park and watch something for 10 minutes. It's another for 2 hours of constant movement and shaking and moving around, and I'm dropping my popcorn all over. Oh, oh man. Let's see. Yeah, Rocky Horror Picture Show. Yeah. Oh, well, is Regal still operating in the States? That's a question. Yeah. Camels, I guess they run pretty fast. I guess they do. Yeah, it looks like it on TV. Of course, they're probably not as fast as like a thoroughbred racehorse, but they're built for long distances, I guess. Um, let's see. Um, yeah, that's one thing that like some of the guys I work with have been going out uh, and they're in some off-road 4x4 club, and so they have a lot of thing where people ride out of the desert, and so they shot some of the scenes from Force Awakens. The desert scenes were shot here in Abu Dhabi, um, and but anyway, they'll go out, riding around on dunes and stuff, and you can go out and camp out there. So that's one thing I'm looking forward to with Arlene when she comes out, going out and seeing that stuff. Um, So I don't know if it's water they store in their humps. I think it's the water and the fat that's in their humps. So apparently that's the really good part to eat on a camel. That's what I hear. So yeah, it's dark. Yeah, it's almost, it's 9:30 at night. So, um, foot traffic on the street. Yeah, I mean, yeah, people around walking around, people out getting some fresh air. Downtown too. Uh, yeah, so short bursts. It's like what Gimli and the Lord of the Rings. Dwarves are natural sprinters. They're wasted on the long distance. So I guess that's camels. Oh, yeah, the monoliths. What's up with that? I saw something that one of the girls at work, she she's sent a picture today. Her, or like, here's your new hat. It was like a tinfoil hat. She talked about aliens and the monoliths moving around. I think some people are playing a very elaborate joke. Oh, oh, I appreciate that, Stephanie. Um, yeah, I'll try to. It's safe. It is safe here, Sharon. It is. It's actually safer here, crime wise, than it is in the U.S. A lot of the places in the U.S. So, um, yeah, it's safe here. I feel completely safe walking around the malls. I don't feel like everybody's looking at me or anything else. Um, yeah, it's fine. I mean, uh, Benjamin. Benjamin, your triumphant return to the channel. So Benjamin says he wants to cook something and he wants to post a video. I said, go ahead, boy. You part of this channel too. So I think Benjamin may try to fire up something. He said he was going to cook some. What are you going to cook, Benjamin? Cereal? Cereal and milk? Oh. Bella, Bella, he does chimp noises and jumps up and down. Oh, Bella. Oh, oh. Oh, Benjamin. Oh, I'm trying to focus on the screen here. I've been laughing. Gourmet ramen. Oh, gourmet ramen, huh? Oatmeal. Yeah, I'm gonna cook some cereal with milk. Oh, 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 whew. Yeah, Benjamin finally got up. What, you just wake up, boy? Oh, oh, woo, we. I open a bag of Oreos. Oh, what are my techniques for sleeping past 12? Uh, Rumpy. Oh, oh my gosh. That's pretty much the way it is at home all the time. Those two make me laugh. I know your mama misses you too. Oh, you've been in class, right? Is this one of your optional classes? Uh, oh, has Bella not had to go to class at all? Oh, 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 sorry. Double decker bologna sandwich. That's is it fried bologna? Because that would definitely be cookbook worthy. Making some Pop Tarts. Oh, oh, Benjamin is up early today. Yeah. Oh my gosh. Oh, I do. Whew, yeah. Fried bologna. No, Camel Christmas dinner might be. There's not too many turkeys over here. Yeah, Bella, you gonna cook something? What are you gonna cook, Bella? You gonna make some peanut butter cookies or something? Oh, thank you, Grandma. That's a cool name. I appreciate that. Oh, oh, I need to make this bigger. Oh, there we go. Get my peepers out. Uh, Joe, I'd like frying it first and then putting on the bread with the bologna, so it's nice and hot with the mayonnaise hits it. So that's my favorite. Vienna sausage dip. Ooh, Vienna sausage. I thought Vienna sausages was pronounced Vienna for the longest time. That's the way my dad pronounced it. And I remember it was not till I was in college when I'm like looking at the can going, man, that's Vienna. I'm like, Dad, that's pronounced Vienna. That's like the city. And he's like, no, no. Oh, yeah. It was a good story how they met. Amish McStrudel. Yeah, that's a good story. Oh, Christmas cookies, Bella. That's somebody's idea. Cali Chaos. Cali Chaos. Oh, I see you. Got these comments rolling in. Vienna. No. How could it, do I drink the water there? Well, I mean, a lot of it's bottled, but even the stuff out of the sink's good. It's good water. So it comes out of, there's a aquifer over in Al-Ain. There's an oasis city over there. They get some of the water there, but a lot of the electric power plants generate water as a byproduct as part of it. They purify the water there too, and it's a bunch of osmosis and filters, and it's heated and all that stuff. And but the water's real good here, actually. So gotta drink a little bit. Benjamin and Bella will get me laughing. Oh, oh, oh. Hey, Joe. Hello, Germany. Play a little something on the guitar. I can't play much. I did bring this out. I got a great story about this. I'll gotta talk about Christmas in a video. And the kids gave me this great story. So just a few chords and all my bags packed, I'm ready to go. I'll make a nuisance of myself. Bags packed, I'm ready to go. I'm standing here outside your door. That's about it. So I've been trying to practice a little bit while I'm here. So there you go, John Denver. Now, it's funny you say that because John Denver, Germans love John Denver. Every place we go, I remember going out one time, this place and this German place, and they had a jukebox there. And the people could, the Germans there, and they could tell we were Americans. And one of them walks over the jukebox and puts a quarter in. Well, it wasn't a quarter; it was Mark or something. And it starts playing country, Take Me Home Country Roads, John Denver. And he walks past the table. He's looking at us going, uh, uh. Oh, it just cracked me up. Oh, yeah, Stephanie, mama's dogs are doing well. So neighbor Chris was checking in on them, looked in on them a little while ago, said they're doing great. So, oh yeah. Well, you're welcome, Margaret. I appreciate. I'm glad you guys like it. I'll do some more videos around town and everything else. Yeah, well, not only Germans love John Denver, Denise. Everybody, I love John Denver. Well, I love the what's the nickname they gave him? A song's best friend. I love that. So never in West Virginia. I don't know. Probably not. Uh, yeah, yeah, Joe. I was talking about that. I think I might have said you mentioned you a comment about that. Mom was real. She did a little bit of everything, didn't she? And I like that too. I like to keep my mind going and interested and try different things and explore. I think I got a lot of that from her. So, do they have karaoke here? I don't know. I'm gonna have to find it. So, oh, I bet he was a lovely man. That's what I heard. So, yeah, you're welcome, Stephanie. Now they've settled in their new home. They got those people love those dogs. So, um, weather's here's nice. It's like mid 80s during the day, low 70s at night. Really, really comfortable. This is like the best time of the year. So, right around now, it gets a little chilly come like January. It gets a little bit chilly outside. Sometimes you gotta wear long pants. That's about it. uh, um, yeah, Judy, she is a good cook, and I got to grow up with it. So her biscuits, I used to pass up dessert to get her biscuits. So Virginia or the Carolinas, pretty. Oh, you're gonna get me in trouble. I do love Virginia, so um, I appreciate that, Denise. So I'm just surprised that you all are so interested in my life. So, oh, thanks, Cal's gal. I appreciate that. Yeah, it's like Florida, except it's not humid, so it's really really pleasant right now, man. It's nice out by the pool, and now again, ask me again in July. Uh, yeah, cold. If you like cold, you're not gonna get that here. Well, now you go inside, and the air conditioner works real nice, so it gets chilly. Actually, I have to turn the AC down in here. It's like I guess that's what I should do. Just turn the AC down real low, so so yeah, Mary, I was gonna say I got a place uh, that I'm going to move to here in a couple of weeks that has a kitchenette, so I want to be cooking some stuff there. So, um, what am I gonna do for Christmas? I mean, they do take Christmas off, and it's funny, you say that. I had a friend of mine was working out here with me back in 2015. He said when he first came out, he said, I've seen the word Christmas more here than I do in the States. Like in stores and shops and everything else. They celebrate Christmas over here too. I mean, with all the expats and everything else. But I remember a few years ago we were working and my boss at the time, the site manager, was talking with the Emiratis, going, "Hey, look, just so you know, I mean, we're ready to go if Christmas Day, if the 25th, if you guys need to train or whatever, we're available." And they were like, "No, we like Christmas too. I mean, who wouldn't want to?" you know, have a day off and get presents. Oh, yeah, let's see. Oh, yeah, cooking with the Colonel. Yeah, I've got some people I work with here that are good cooks too. So I'm talking with them, and I've got some international flavor I'm trying to bring as well. So we'll see. I've got somebody I work with that Dutch guy who's married to a Brazilian. Um, so I was talking to his wife the other day. She's kind of a burgeoning YouTuber herself, and I asked her, I was like, "Well, do you cook any Brazilian food?" She's like, "Oh, yes." And so she's thinking about. Uh, um, so I told her, I was like, "Well, think of something real good. We'll do a video on some Brazilian food or something, one of your specialties." So, and a couple other things. So I'm talking with some folks now about doing that also, and then plus my own stuff. So, um, bye, Linda. Take care. Yeah, diners and dives of Dobby. diners. Diners and dives of Dobby. That's good. Grape tomato girl. Just, oh. Holding hands there will get you trouble. I don't think so. I mean, I've seen Arab couples holding hands. I think they just, just be um, respectful and discreet, and just, I mean, you don't see people, macking on the street corner or anything like that. So you just don't make a big deal out of it. Don't make a big show of anything. And I mean, I've seen women walking through the mall with shorts on and the halter tops and all this, and of course the Arab women that are dressed real conservative kind of give it the old sideways look, um, you know, but nobody, like, they don't chase them down and cover them up or anything like that. Um, Diners and dives and Dobby. Oh, yeah. There are Christian churches here. Yep, and again, from the start, I mean, they first started, they were real. Zayed was real big on um, they were one of the first Arab countries like that to open up to other faiths and everything else. So, so some laws are strict. I mean, like one of them I heard a few years ago. There was an Australian woman that was took a picture of somebody how they parked, like taking a couple of spaces and took a picture of it, and that had their license plate on it, and then posted on social media like, "Hey, look at this guy," and shaming them on social media, and they booted her out of the country, and because they just don't do that. And so some of that stuff, I'm like, I kind of like that, I mean, just Sharia law, yeah. Um, I don't know too much about it. I mean, there's a lot of differences. So, um, but um, yeah, I don't. It's not enough it's um, any concern of mine or anything. Let's see. There's not. I mean, not. I went to church when I was here before. It's not an underground church. I mean, they had it. They had it in a church building. They church, and there was a Catholic church and a Protestant, evangelical church, and it was actually a real good church. So, and I plan to go again here. And they have it on Friday, which is different because that's the religious day. So. Um, yeah, booted her out. I appreciate that Calico Chaos. I try, you know. Let's see. Yeah, exactly. You know, when in Rome, it is a respect thing, and I respect that. I mean, you just don't want to be a jerk, you know, demanding your way or anything else. I mean, I just be friendly. That's the way I like to be, and I haven't had a problem with anything. I mean, nobody's been a jerk to me at all. So, um, let's see. What other questions? Yeah, Khalid Al-Amari. Yeah, yeah, I ought to look him up because I have seen his videos. They're pretty funny. So, and they're real good. So that's with Cynthia. That's with he and his wife, right? So I've seen those videos. They're real funny. So, Joe, the Arab food, um, is good. There's a restaurant that I want to go to that I'm going to kind of take you all along, and I'll show you a video of it. But it's like a traditional Emirati restaurant. Some of the foods, let's see, foods and creams and stuff, and not real spicy. But I love that Mediterranean, this part of the world, like the stuffed grape leaves and all that type of food. I do like it very much. So, but it's not spicy like Thai spicy. Um, let's see. Yes, respect is important. Well, I appreciate that, Sharon. New Zealand. Well, you just getting up for work? Hey, Mark, how are you? I have had camel meat, and it's different. Do they have monkeys here? Uh, Not that I've seen. There's a lot of feral cats around, though. I mean, they're not like wild. Like they'll come around and meow, and they mostly want you to feed them. But they're all there's a few of them around the hotel. I think they probably don't chase them off because they keep the mice away. So, um, his wife name is Solomon. She has it. Yeah, beauty channel. Yeah, that is a funny channel. I've seen that. I might have to look them up. See, that'd be something, wouldn't it? uh, yeah, Mediterranean food is good and healthy. I love it too. Um, Dogs, you know what, Honeycomb? I haven't seen any dogs other than pets, and not that many. So I know people do have them, but none running around. Certainly not like India. There was a lot of dogs running around in India, um, and now, but not around here. No wild dogs that I've seen. Um, Busking, I'd be, I would have like 4 pennies in that guitar case. Robin. Amazon. I think, yeah, you can order stuff on Amazon here, I think. Coffee is strong. You know what, they put a lot of and I smell it every morning walking into work because they have the people there bringing coffee around, all the Emirati officers. But it has cardamom in it, and it's infused in the coffee. They drink it with the cardamom, so it's a little watery with the cardamom in it. So it's not like stand up, your spoon straight up in the glass coffee. It's different. It's different taste. Um, no, I'm not. There won't be any cat eating videos, and I don't eat cats. So, um, yeah, summer down there, Mark, huh? Hey, Deborah, South Carolina. It's back home for me. No, the food's not real spicy. Um, the stuff that I've had. No, I had some chicken the other day. It's real flavorful. So, not spicy hot, but lots of flavor to it. So I'll do some videos. There's a restaurant I've been wanting to get back to. It's kind of a cool place. Um, Mary, I'm a simulator instructor, C-17 simulator instructor is what I do. It's when I'm over here. I teach Emiratis. They have C-17s, and I help teach them how to. Um, I have some. They have C-17s. I train them how to fly. That's what I'm doing over here for a year at least. So well, I appreciate that, Janet. I like to be interesting. I find it. I like to go through life trying to be interesting. Add spice to life. Um, no cat eating videos. Will not try that. Don't ask me. Oh, Joe, I think you overestimate my skills. I hope there's not going to be major issues with Iran, Jim. I hope not. I think we've boxed them in pretty good the last few years, haven't we? Um, I hope not. So, um, yeah, you know what? Baklava, a lot of the Turkish. I like the Turkish, like sweets and pastries and desserts and stuff. That was that Dubai Mall video I did a week or two ago, in that one store. Oh, it's so good with the nuts and the honey and the real thin pastry with it. Oh, it's so good. Makes me hungry thinking about it. Now I'm renting a car, Deanna. That's what I do, getting around. My wife, Irish, my wife's planning to come out here and live now that we're empty nesters once the kids go back to school. Um, so it's nice having them home for a while, but they got to go. Today in the kitchenette, Colonel's camel cakes. Oh, great tomato girl, you're killing me. Oh, oh, shoo. Oh, diners, dives, and deserts. Is that deserts or desserts? Deserts, I guess. Deserts and Dobby. Desserts and Dobby. My wife is amazing. Every day I miss her. Uh, yeah, there are Christian churches here. Um, do you carry along camels as emotional support animals? Yeah, but you have to pay for 4 seats on the airplane. Oh, desserts in the desert. That's a cool name too. Oh, oh man. Benjamin, you taking off? So when are you going to post your video, boy? Operating Systems Lab. Bye, Benjamin. Hopefully he'll get Bella to film it for him. Bella, are you going to film it for him? Everybody loves Ben, huh? Um, yeah, I think how I met my wife and how I knew she was the one and all that. I think that'll be. I was thinking about doing like a little video on that or something. Maybe talking about that. We'll see. I have to clear it with the commander in chief of the house first. Sands of time. That's great. Or that's funny. Sands of time. Do I have a post office for mail? I don't know. I don't think no, I don't. And I'm trying to figure out I need to talk with the guys at work about how I can get packages and all that. Um, um, Stacy, I got a job here in Abu Dhabi teaching the Emiratis C-17 sims. That's what I do. So I actually live in Abu Dhabi, which is south of Dubai. I appreciate that, Sharon. I think I'll talk with her. Yeah. Call her the commander in chief house, sink house, Cheryl. Oh, yeah, Bella. Isabella, Sharon. That's our daughter's name. We call her Bella. Lexington. Yeah, I grew up in West Columbia, Kim. Yeah, Stephanie, that's true. It would be a shaky video if Bella filmed it laughing. I know those two crack each other up. Oh man, sands of time. That's funny. If I was able to travel, which country? Well, when my wife comes out, we do want to go see. We want to get out over to Thailand, which that's the nice thing about the Middle East is because it's in the middle of everything, and so anywhere you want to travel is not that far. So Thailand's only like a 7 hour flight, I think, from here. Um, and So Thailand and I would love to get down into like the Maldives, Seychelles, Bali. My wife wants to see India. Um, I have to say yes to everything the commander says. Well, I don't say yes all the time. That's why we have such a spirited relationship. Pop tarts 5 ways. Uh, yes, Maureen, I was a C-17 pilot. That's what I did in the Air Force and retired in 2014. That's what I did. I flew that for I think 12 of my 20 years. I flew C-17. So um, yeah, they should, Sandra. They should make video, shouldn't they? Ben and Bella. Oh. Yeah, we've been to Israel, Sharon. We went. I'd like to again go back. We loved it there. We went there on when I was stationed in Germany. We went there on a cruise, and cruises are a great way to see that part of the world. So many countries, So you stop, you can see a whole bunch. And we went sailed out of Rome and made our way all the way down to Israel. That was a nice trip. So it's just amazing, amazing country and all the history there. Um, yeah. 5-page paper on how to eat Oreos. That's funny. Oh, can of faces. I think you're still in the live chat. Haven't gone anywhere. Well, we're at an hour and 13 minutes. Still 300 people in. Y'all aren't tired of me talking? Sandra, I did. That's Northfield. Yeah, we went there. I flew there all the time when I was flying C-17s. So did airdrop there, landed there, landings all the time. So I appreciate him being a firefighter there. Yep, went there all the time, Sandra. Did I fly in combat? Yeah, I did. First was in Bosnia in '96, and then of course Iraq and Afghanistan. I did a lot of stuff there, a lot of airdrop in Afghanistan too. So I got probably 300 hours of combat time over the years. So, have I ever been shot at? There was one of our planes when I was deployed in 2010 that they dug a AK-47 round out of. So I don't know who was flying it. One of us was. So I'm a rock star. Oh, poor rock star. All right, Sharon, you have yourself a fried bologna sandwich. Heating up a hot pocket on an iron in his hotel room. Now, we used to do grilled cheese sandwiches at the Citadel using an iron, which can be done. It's pretty slick. Oh, they have the one humper camels here, Ozark Smiles. So, but you don't. I mean, I don't see them around. I guess if you get out of the city and get out the country, they you can see some out there. Um, well, you're welcome, Babby. Uh, Avon Park, Florida. I don't think so, Maureen. I don't think I ever flew over that bombing range. Avon Park, Florida. I'm not sure where that's at. Um, keep on talking to keep you happy. Okay. Bye, Christy. Favorite? Are you, Mrs. Domino? Are you asking me my favorite vintage plane? That would be, I think probably, you talking like World War II plane would probably be, I always liked the P-47 Thunderbolt. That's what I always liked. Uh, yeah, Mr. Corvette Girl too. Yeah, we're looking forward to it. My wife said she really shocked me when she said, "Yeah, I want to go out there too, do that." So she's really looking forward to it. Going traveling and seeing things, seeing different things, and starting the next chapter of our life. Mom, so mom sang a lot. She usually when she was doing the dishes or whatever, she was always singing, and she played around with the guitar a little bit too when I was younger. So she was always singing. She did. She always had a song in her heart, I guess. Uh, yeah, she should record the video. A10 Warthog. Yeah, that's really what I wanted to fly when I first came in to pilot training, and just worked out. I'm glad. I was pretty happy with things the way it turned out. Looking back now. Yeah, Ozark Smiles. It is cool, isn't it? Just talking like this with everybody. I mean, there's still 307 people on here. That's pretty cool, and everybody just kind of talking and sharing. And I mean, it's like sitting in the living room, everybody just talking and sharing. Did she have a favorite hymn? Um, Not that I recall. She did talk about some that really moved her, and usually it's like most things, like reading the Bible. When a certain verse will hit you a certain way and mean something to you at that particular time. And um, over the years, there were some. Um, Shane, my dad is still alive. Yeah, he lives in North Carolina. So bye, honeycomb. Yeah, there's a lot of love on this channel, isn't there? Um, Deborah, I'm still planning. I mean, as long as people like them, I really, I do those little devotional things on Sundays that I post, and a verse will strike me a certain way, or it will be moved to do that. It seems to be a blessing for a lot of people. So I'm just glad that some people are blessed by them. I certainly am doing them. Looking into them. So I'm planning to, Deborah. The pilots sleep in the cockpit. We had bunks in C-17. So usually when you had three pilots and on long missions, one of us would go sleep, and that was always the plan. One of it, I never could like get good sleep, especially when I was a aircraft commander and you're in charge and responsible. It's never good sleep. You doze off, you know. Um, yeah, yeah. Our sender. It's funny because it's funny. Mom talked about starting the channel and why, and it was basically she got tired of having to keep, because I'd call her and ask her how to make biscuits, or I'd call and ask her how to, do this or that or whatever. And she said, it's just easier for me to show you. And she started doing these videos and posting them and the channel. And of course I would go back myself and look at them, and like the banana pudding video was one that I made a batch of banana pudding, shoot, 6 years ago, something like that. So yeah, real banana pudding's good. I'm sorry to hear that, Deborah. Yeah, and that's what with those videos. I got started with that. I was over there with mom. This was back in probably August of last year over there, and where I was talking with her, and there was something I'd read one day, and we were chatting in there in the living room. I was spending some time with her, and was talking about that verse in James, and about faith and active faith and all that, and I was talking with her about it, and she just was sitting there listening, and she says, "Well, that's really good." She says, because and then we start talking about her channel, and she said, I was like, "Well, Mom," I said, "one of these days," I said, I hope to have a gentleman's farm somewhere, and I will always imagine doing little funny videos or whatever, or hey, here's what I've got going on the farm." And so, I mean, I'm totally on board with doing YouTube. And she started getting excited, thinking about me taking over. And then I was talking about that Bible verse, and she's like, "Well, you should post one of those like that." And that's kind of where I got the idea. Of course, Bucky did them all the time, and that's why I kind of started adding them to this. I know some people kind of get turned off about them. People watching, and some people have come on. I don't want to be, and I sometimes I'll see like the subscribers dip down after I post one of them, but they always inevitably come back up again. Just it's interesting to see that. But I think most of the people that are still here, it's a blessing for them. That's why I keep doing it. So however many people watch the channel or whatever, I don't do those or not do those because I'm afraid of losing subscribers or anything. I just do it because it's a blessing. It's a blessing for me, and I hope it's a blessing for you. So um, yeah, that's true, Marge. That she did all those, and all the kids are. It's there, and it's all there, and so yeah, I like the variety too, Robin. So it interests me, all the different things, and so I think so too, Sharon. Hey, Cindy from Alaska. All right, grape, grape tomato girl. Oh, I think you get the funny commenter of the day award. Oh, I'm glad you like it, Joe. I'm glad to hear that, Mary. Hmm. Well, I'm glad you all like me sharing my family, and of course the kids are, Benjamin's a ham, and Bella's, of course, she was in theater, so she loves the spotlight too every now and then. But if I don't put her on the spot too much and embarrass her, so oh, Bella, you still on here? I appreciate that. Funny commenter of the day award. Amen, Deborah. I appreciate that, Lady Caudill. I appreciate that. I had hoped that, you know, people wouldn't go running for the hills when I started doing it. I had some. I remember when I first started, there was a few people. Man, there was some really really nasty comments. I think somebody called me a crackhead, and I was like, I was probably a crackhead, and I was taking this over and using whatever to buy money for crack. Like, oh my gosh. And so I just, people like that, I mean, this person didn't know me from Adam, so, you know, anyway, sent her packing. But, yeah, I sent a, yeah, have a great day, D Cricket. So, whew. Yeah, let them go. That's what I did, Mammy Rita. So some people, and somebody said some nasty things about my wife and stuff like that. And I usually like to give people the benefit of the doubt sometimes, and maybe they're having a rough day or whatever. And um, but I just, there's a point where, yeah, trolls are going to be trolls, right? Our center. So um, you know, they do it. There is a line, and my line is pretty far out there, but there is one. So um, I use the blender from time to time. I didn't bring it with me out here, Daniel. So, but no, we still use it from time to time. Uh, yeah, Jane, that was William actually eating a turkey leg. He likes turkey. He likes dark meat, and he likes chewing on the bones. So that was actually William at the time. So Benjamin came in a little later. Of course, he was one of the last ones up. Bella got up late on that video. So Rockstar, I'm retired Air Force actually. So maybe my haircut makes you think I'm in the Army. Maybe that's what it is. Yeah, I can't wait till my wife gets here to Cali Chaos. Um, Joyce, I like my wife's pretty adventurous. She likes getting out doing stuff too. So, bye, Sharon. Um, yeah, I mean, when we were in Germany, stationed over there, we went all over the place. I mean, she's always up for traveling. Is Gentleman's Farm? I don't know where it's going to be, Kim. I don't know. We're kind of looking in Tennessee, someplace a little bit farther north, I think. 'Cause summers get kind of sweltering down in South Carolina. So, uh, yeah, appreciate that, rock star. Let's see. Yeah, that I know a lot of people have tuned into this live chat. There's still 313 on here. Y'all still aren't sick of me? Because I've got nothing else to do. There's only so much TV channels I can flip through with nothing on. uh, Daniel, I don't think I'm going to sell that blender. Tell you the truth. I mean, it's there's a couple of reasons why, but Joe. That's what she mentioned that. She said maybe one day I'll come on with like a mask on or something like that. That would be funny. Oh. Or we said, well, we'll get like a cardboard cutout of her and have her like in the background and she'll just be sitting there like this and then we could cut the lips out of a cardboard cutout and like Bella could be back there and like speak for her. Kind of like they used to do on Conan O'Brien on that show. Bye, Jane. Take care. I'm glad you enjoyed it, Jane. This is like sitting in the living room. Everybody got their tea. Anybody need more tea? Everybody good? So, somebody brought some cookies here a while. Yes, I'll have another one. Thank you very much. uh, uh, Diamond Gardner, I'm in Abu Dhabi. I'm a C-17 pilot sim instructor. That's what I'm doing here, teaching Emiratis how to fly C-17 airplanes. So I'm glad you enjoyed the walking tours. I'm going to do some more. Probably do another one this weekend. I mean, it's a 5-day weekend, so let's see. Do I look tired, Cheryl? Actually, I kind of getting a little more energized doing these. This is pretty fun. Is Bella dating anyone serious right now? No, she says she got no time for boys. She got to study. She got work to do. Arlene says she wants to hotel it, Gail. She said, because she's a points person. So she gives me like marching orders, like, okay, use this credit card for this and this and this, but use this card for this and this. And then we need a little more points. So you take this one and put the first $100 on that and then pay for it with the rest of this. So she's all about the points and hotels and hopping. And she goes, well, I like Hilton. So maybe we'll go over there for a little bit and all of that. So, no, Robin, I'm in my prime right now, 10:30. Yeah. Tomorrow's a holiday anyway. So, oh, well, I appreciate that, Priscilla. Thank you very much. Favorite thing to eat over there? I don't know if I have a favorite Arab dish yet. I'll let you know. Chickens are pretty good. Let's see. Bella on here? Bella, did you put a comment? I think I missed it. I was looking the other way. There's so many comments popping up. Oh, Bella, I think I missed your comment. If you commented on here, maybe not. The holidays, their national day. It's like their July 4th in the U.S. It's the day they became a country. All the Emirates bonded together like states, but they were individual countries. Emirates bonded together and agreed to come together as one country, the United Arab Emirates. So, which is interesting because Bahrain, which is its own country, and Qatar, which is its own country, they were in talks to join that, and they decided to go at it on their own. So, no, I don't have any smoothie books, Daniel. I have a lot of recipes from Mom for her smoothie stuff, though. So, a lot of folks been asking about a cookbook, and I may maybe next Christmas. Maybe by then I'll kind of have it together and see if I can't put something together like that. So yeah, the trip to the Abu Dhabi Mall. Yeah, there's some good malls here. I think I'll do some trips downtown, do some more walking tours, and go out to some restaurants too. Plan to hit an Indian restaurant. Got a hankering for some Indian food this weekend. So Arlene's looking at getting here after the new year sometime, as soon as kind of the COVID quarantine stuff kind of settles down a little bit. Um, yeah, the lemon mint drink. Joan, I'm glad you reminded me. So I'm going to have to try to get that because they make that here. Um, and it's good. I can't get enough of that stuff. See if I can't find a recipe for that and make that. So and I'll let y'all know because it's good. uh, yeah, they like a lot of fruit juices here. They drink a lot of fruit juices. Yeah, there's a lot of the Emiratis get a lot of financial perks like that when you get married and you get a house and all that too. Yeah, that's true, actually. Is the ravishing Mrs. Ritter watching this? Is she? Are you there, Arlene? Could have Bella say yes, you're watching it. Maybe she can call me now. She could be on the phone too, huh? Yeah. How long am I anticipating being here? At least a year. I expect it's probably going to be longer. Probably. So I'm 52 now. So I'd like to work at least probably another 5 years. Get Bella through school and out doing her thing. So uh, as long as that, as long as 5 years. So yeah, it's good drink. Dubai lemonade. Google. Yeah. Um, yeah. Are there trolls popping up on here? I don't think there's trolls on here. Have I seen any? You guys seen any? Hmm. Um, well, of course, they got the Formula One race scale coming through. I remember watching that 2015 when it came in. Um, Lots of races, soccer matches, things like that. I'm not a huge soccer. I like watching on TV a little bit, but I watch the Formula One race on TV. A lot of sports on TV, but um, not so much. Um, have I talked to Renee Bozard? Is that who you mean? I texted her. In fact, I texted her this morning. So, um, hello, Deborah from Ohio. Fruits that I couldn't find in the States. There's some different ones. I'll have to get some of those from the grocery store. I'm enjoying Abu Dhabi very much, actually. I really am. Did I have a good Thanksgiving? I worked, and my Thanksgiving meal was I went to Texas Chicken, which is like a not good Kentucky Fried Chicken knockoff. It was a poor substitute for turkey. So, um, the there was a MMA when I was out here working. I came out last summer for like 6 weeks working part time, and there was an MMA match here in Abu Dhabi, and the hotel I was staying at actually was uh, some of the fighters were staying there, the female fighters, the female MMA. And I was in the gym, getting a little workout in, and I remember one of them was in there working with her coach, and this guy was a huge like Chechnyan guy, and they were in there training and doing her thing, and I'm looking at her, and I was in the lobby. I saw her later, and I'm like, I looked her up, and it was like one of the headliners, one of the famous ones, females, and I just it's like she looked like she kicked my butt, so I left her alone. Oh, Kim, I have been to Egypt. We went actually 2007 when I was stationed in Germany the first time. We went on a cruise out of Savona, Italy. We went down and cruised down to Egypt, and we went with Arlene's sister and her family. That was a good time, actually. That was before the Arab Spring and all that, so it wasn't nutty, or as unstable like it is now. Um, so yeah, there are good steakhouses, good restaurants here and in Dubai, and in Abu Dhabi. Lots of high end restaurants. You get the whole gamut. You got McDonald's all the way up to like high end. I think Gordon Ramsay's got a place up in Dubai. Um, you know what? Tex-Mex, Mama KK. That's one thing you have a hard time finding is Mexican food. Um, I don't know why it is. It's just it's a hard time finding it. You really have to look hard. There's a few places here. I haven't tried them. I got to find them. So, um, oh no, sand doesn't cause any flying issues. Sandstorms would be a problem, but will my wife ever be in future videos? We'll see. Maybe she'll warm up to it. She says she won't ever be because she's a private person. But um, take care, Janine. It's good seeing you. Mrs. is taking care of business. Yes, she does. She runs the house like a well-oiled machine. What country has the best food? Well, it depends. Italian food's pretty good. I do like Italian food. French food is good. Um, I've got favorite meals from each country too. Supermarket taste testings of all. Yeah, that I was thinking about doing that, Tanya. So there's some cool stuff I saw in the grocery store the other day. I thought about doing like a taste testing for that. So uh, yeah. Hello, Karen from Houston. Just your name just kind of sticks out to me there, Karen. Sister from another somewhere. Now, Irish Rose, is that pecans or pecans that you're putting up? Yeah, Robin, I'm trying to get her. I told her I was like, it'll be like a million hit video if she ever came on. So we'll see. Callie sis. Lorraine, yeah, there's Coca-Cola and Pepsi here. Everything you get in the States, you can get here. Okay, baby, maybe I'll do that. Kind of take y'all through a stroll through the supermarket there. They have a store, the Carrefour, which is like a French uh, supermarket chain. They have something called Lulu. Uh, it's another supermarket. Hey, Anne from Australia. Good day. Uh, um, I haven't seen any farmers markets, Sue. Um, doesn't mean there's not any, but I just haven't seen any. Hey, Shirley. Kim, no, there's alcohol here. I mean, hotels and um, you can buy it here. It's kind of frowned on for Emirati nationals and Muslims to get it, but price it's about the same to a little bit more expensive prices, Sedona. Street markets, there's some souks, just like shopping areas. I was going to take y'all through there. Um, so yeah, perfumes, lots of stores, like in the malls. There's lots of perfume stores, and somebody was talking earlier about, or maybe it was on one of the comments somebody left on Facebook or something, talking about oud, and that's a real old perfume that it's made from a certain type of wood that gets a certain type of um, fungal infection that kind of runs through it, and then they take that wood and they extract the essence out of it, the oud, this real thick syrupy stuff, and they use some of that as a basis for some other perfumes, or they just put some on, and it's expensive. And I had a student that gave me some as a gift, a little vial about like that big, um, and it was like $80 for just a little tiny vial like that. But it's real strong, um, and it's called oud. Um, and you put a little bit on, and when you first put it on, it smells bull. Oh, it's not good. And but it after a while kind of mixes with your body, oils or whatever in your skin, and it kind of changes the smell, and um, so it's highly prized, I guess. And um, so, Lorraine, there's church here, Christian churches, and I can go to church services, and it's not a problem at all. So yeah, infectious perfumes. It's like blue cheese, I mean, that's same kind of idea. It just smells, right? Yeah, oud. Look it up. It's like OUD, oud, or OUDH. Um, and look it up on like Wikipedia or something. Look it up and see. And it's really interesting how that came to be. It's a real old thing, and of course, back in the day, I mean, they didn't have water like they do. Well, they had water, but so water was harder to get, so they didn't take a lot of baths and stuff. So perfume's like a big thing. So you walk around the mall and they have stores and they have kiosk, and it's all I can do to get around them. They'll come walking up going, wanting to like spray you with perfume or cologne. And I'm like, oh no, no, so oh, yeah. This is my second 1 year contract doing this. So, but it's, you kind of reckon re-sign every year, Susan. That's it. So this is the second time I've been here on this kind of long contract. Oh, you're welcome, man. uh, Thanks, Susan Leatherwood. I appreciate that. Cooking that won't break your bank or the camel's back. Oh, again, you keep adding to your laurels there, Grape Tomato Girl, the commenter of the day award with oak leaf clusters. Oh, hey, Stay Gold, how are you? Yeah, Jersey Girl, I do. I rent a car and I drive around. I drive to work. When I was in Dubai, before I rented a car, I just took an Uber around. Uh, That's what did it. So I'm sorry, I was looking at another comment here. Yeah, Grape Tomato Girl, you get the funny commenter of the day. Stay Gold, I'm in Abu Dhabi right now. So I'm I was just up in Dubai for 14 days of quarantine up there. That was a little easier to quarantine there. So I spent 14 days there, and then I came down here to Abu Dhabi so I wouldn't have to wear a GPS tracker and stay in my room. So temperatures in the 80s during the day, and it gets down like low 70s at night. It's really, really nice right here. So good golfing weather. There you go, Shirley. Yep. It Deanna, it's not. I mean, it's not expensive, and in fact, in Abu Dhabi, they've built so many apartments and everything, and there's more going up all the time. They've actually like got more supply than demand right now, especially with the corona going on right now. So, housing apartments are not too bad at all. Um, so things aren't expensive. There's a little bit of a VAT. It's a little bit more expensive than it used to be, but it's not terrible at all, really. Mm. Yeah, Camel Ride. We did that once in Egypt when we went back in 2007. And she said that she was nervous because it was just her and one of the kids, and she's worried about one of the kids falling off. But I don't think she cared for the camel ride too much. Um, I'm gonna go around and try some of the local dishes, and I'll give you some recommendations, and I'll do some videos and do some of that, try some and see. Because there's some real good ones here I've had in the past. They don't come to mind right now, but um, there you go, Bambi. Appreciate the help there. So that's you talking about oud, a resinous bark of a tree that grows exclusively in parts of Southeast Asia. Yep, yep. See you, Teresa. Yeah, the people here in Eid are friendly in the UAE. I've never had a problem with them. I didn't have stay gold. I didn't have any problems flying over here. I had to have a COVID test before I came over. When I'm over here working, I'm on a 1 year contract, so I'm here for a year. I'll get to go home eventually sometime. I do get vacation, but with the corona and all, it makes it a little tricky because coming back you have to quarantine. Right now you do. So um, yeah, yeah. Let's see. Well, let's see. How long have I been talking? So it's coming up on 2 hours. So I'm kind of, I think I'm about talked out, but I'm glad all y'all um, came along. So yeah, Bambi, everything's open, everything's going. Some businesses have closed when they were locked down, but most places are open now and working in restaurants, and they limit the number of customers and all that kind of stuff. But yeah, we have to wear a mask outside and um, uh, everywhere you go. So unless you're sitting down eating, then you don't have to. Or if you're riding in the car by yourself, if you're riding the car with two people, then you both have to wear masks. So they're um, so, but no, that's fine. Stay gold. So this video, this live chat will come back on as a video, so you'll be able to go back and see all of that. Um, and see the earlier questions and everything else. So I hope you all enjoyed. I hope you all enjoyed this. I certainly did. This was a lot of fun for me too. So it's nice seeing all of y'all again, and uh, we'll we'll have to do this again too soon. Okay, so I'm going to go around and do some more videos around town and some restaurants and different things and trying some different food. So I'm glad you're along for the journey, and uh, so we'll be seeing you around. Okay, y'all take care. So Colonel signing off. Bye now. Take care.